Um, 631. I've been going through a lot of things and I finally decided to record a video, although in my head obviously the beginning sounded much more vivid and abrupt, but well, not abrupt, but like very straightforward. But yeah, I want to talk about two things. One thing is about my mental health and the solution for being healthier mentally, which I have noticed that works recently in the past 2 months. I didn't actually want to record faster. No, that would be a lie. I wanted to record faster, but I didn't due to procrastination and also like didn't know exactly what to talk. Not like now it's any different, but now I'm actually very, very grateful that I waited. Well, this biker is very, very annoying. But yeah, basically because I finally got like more time to think, I think it's a good time to start talking about it. Basically, I have been struggling with suicidal thoughts for quite a while, and I try to solve it with specialists, with people that are known to know about these stuffs, and like interact with such people with suicide and like other things on daily basis. And but I think none of the specialists, none of the psychologists, whatever, they never like really could understand me, or at least I didn't feel that they understood me. Like I explained all my like problems and like my theories, what could they be, and a common trait between all of these psychologists is to deny my theories and to say that everything is alright. The thing is, when I talk with them, I'm very fine. For some reason, like every time, like, oh my god, yes, I'm finally like talking about this, so I'm very happy about it. But and they don't see that I'm suffering, you know? Like before, the last psychologist I've been to was the last one that I had in Latvia before coming to Denmark to live, to work and study in Denmark. Okay, wait. Oh, come on. I will never leave this crossing. This is awful. Oh my god. And then I wasn't even feeling suicidal, you know? No, I will just go right now. Please don't turn. Thank you. So, and that's why she didn't even like, the psychologist didn't even like notice that I'm suffering, that like I'm not even like struggling. Like I explained a lot of things that I'm struggling with, talking with people, opening to them, like being friends, to get friends, to understand people. Like no, the thing is like I understand people, but people don't understand me. And when I try to open to them, like I feel like there's this energy that I'm distancing with from them with this effort to open up, you know. And therefore, like I try to explain, maybe it's because of the ADS, the autism disorder spectrum, but because of my like energy that people feel, they don't really like feel like interacting with me because I'm not normal. Like I'm not basing my lifestyle around ego. I'm not basing my lifestyle around like the spectacle that a lot of people are happy to be a part of. And yeah, meaning that's like very hard to find people to talk to people to open up, to be friends with, and even if I try to do the spectacle, whatever, how do you call it? It doesn't matter. Like how do you call it? It's just to understand. I never really, like even with that, like even trying to be pretentious and like with pretentious people, like I still feel like I'm lacking something. Like I'm lacking like this ability to communicate. Because especially like when I see the same person that talked with me, and I thought I'm like building some very good relationship in a friendship matter, I just see how they interact with other people, even if they know them more or less, doesn't matter, like it's indifferent, like, and it's indifferent which kind of person, like older, younger, boy, girl, I don't know, more or less suffering, doesn't really change it. They're just like more, I don't know, less aware or like less cautious when talking to them, like more open, and it's saddening, you know. But the psychologist said like, you know, you're not suicidal anyways, like you're strong, you'll figure things out. If you like start suffering, like maybe then you can turn again. But until then, like, yeah. And I got really pissed in that moment. I was like, how can you deny the worries that I have, the things while I am in a good shape, and to say that I have to wait till I'm suicidal to explain these things, to like actually justify them as valid. Because like I'm a very self-aware person. Like if I see that something will trouble me in the future, I try to eliminate it as soon as possible, so it doesn't even like bother me, like it doesn't even cause any like dwelling in my brain. But this woman just said to me like, oh yeah, just see if time can solve it. Like bro, I've been suffering about it throughout my whole life since I have been conscious. I couldn't like build friends in the elementary school, in the kindergarten also, yes, in the middle school, in the high school, in the university. Like right now I'm kind of building friends because like they're also autistic or whatever, but the thing is like it's very hard for me to bond with people, especially in groups. And if people are not willing to give this effort to like maintain and build the friendship, I will not be friends with them. And it's very, very, very hard to survive in the world like that, like this. Like obviously, like people can live without friends normally, like, and I also don't really feel that I need them. However, like every time like I see like, oh maybe I should turn this off. Like when I see that I'm basically like not forced, but like chose to be among people, because humans need people around them, even if they're introverts, which I consider to be myself. I think it's very healthy to have people around you. But if these people are like not willing to like, I don't know, just communicate with people around themselves, like, then yeah, I don't even know if I'm now right now, like I'm doubting if I'm in the right place sometimes. But that like, I don't think I also will leave this place, because it's the closest I've been to on understanding myself and understanding people around me, and people are willing to talk to me. So in any other place I've been in my life, I've not felt this seen, I guess. Not like I really want attention, it's just like I crave connection with people, because like I am lonely. Like I'm not suffering because I'm lonely, but I am suffering because I cannot leave this loneliness. But it's not the catalyst of my sadness, it's not catalyst of my suffering, it's the more or less additive. It's more like support for my suffering to not end or to not soften. I don't know if that makes sense, but I digressed a lot from the initial point, although not as much. And yeah, throughout my whole life I've been trying to find like solutions of my state, of why am I suffering, because like the things around me should bring me happiness, and actually like connections I have with people that are successful are very like meaningful and like rich. Like people that individuals specifically like I've connected with throughout my life, like I cannot complain about anything. Like I've been together with my girlfriend that I broke up with a year ago, more or less. Oh shit, I should probably yeah, like I've been with her for like almost 5 years, like 4.5 years for sure, and I've known her for like almost a decade, or even more than a decade, and it was just a beautiful connection, beautiful relationship. They were like never tired of each other, always talk things through, you know, each of us is understanding and want to help each other to grow. And this is like also like very cute and wholesome relationship, with also some crazy stuff happening, and just like normal human interaction happening, which is like, yeah. And like right now I also found a person that is very like connected to me. I wouldn't say that I'm connected with that person, but he definitely is, and I start valuing him as a friend, and I'm opening to him more than I do to other people, for two reasons. One, because I don't have anyone else to talk to, and I really love to talk about myself because I'm a big egoist and I have a huge ego. But the second is that I feel like I can connect, like open to them and not feel neither judged and like I'm ruining something with the things. Like I'm not feeling that I can say something wrong and not be able to explain myself before ruining the relationship. Despite him being quite emotional and very spontaneous on the like reactions, but still, like, because I'm a very huge like this kind of like initial response tamer, like I don't really like this label, but I don't allow people around me to act on their initial reactions, because I see them very stupid and unreasonable, and they all, like 9 times out of 10, will lead to ruin something, either relationship with people or like even something more. Oh wow, this will be a tough time to get back to workplace, but okay. And yeah, where was I? Yeah, but like overall, like still, maybe you can call it greed, but it still feels like, so when I'm among a group of people, even if they're like the people that I'm very close to and I've built meaningful relationships or friendships, let's say, even in the same group that I'm with them, I feel that I'm disconnected. Like I'm not feeling as close to them as they are with other people, and that's not really envy, but that's definitely something that is troubling me, and like adding fire to the fucking fire or whatever. Can I turn? Will you allow me? Thank you very much. Okay. So yeah, and I really want to be more charismatic, be more like open to myself. Also, it would help, I think, me to like, I don't know, ask for help, because I have no idea how to ask for help, because I don't know what's troubling me. Oh yeah, that's the point I digressed from. I, through my whole life, like, I've been very good at minimalizing all the negative emotions I'm feeling, all the negative feelings I'm feeling. Not necessarily like hiding them, but just like consciously understanding that they're meaningless, and like that's like kind of like either solving the problem that causes the emotion or feeling, understanding the feeling, or I don't know, dealing with it, like coping with it. And as my experience shows, like with other people, they suffer so much more because they don't have this trait of brain that I possess, let's say. And but still, like throughout whole my conscious life, I've been in this body. I have always felt depressed, let's say. During 3 years, I really thought that I was more like acting that I was depressed, but the age shows that actually I was not, and now I am not. Yes. And yeah, also before I thought that depression is just something that is caused by feelings that you feel around yourself, and like if you just understand them and like deal with them, you'll get better. But now, like, you know, like 3-4 months ago, like I learned that actually it's a disorder of the brain that doesn't produce something that causes a person to fall in depression, to be saddened even if the life around them is bringing joy, if the events happening are like full of colorful events. The brain just chooses to focus on feeling sad, even if there's nothing really to be sad about. Yeah, and like still, like I tried with these, like this brain of mine, like to like with this trait of brain trait, to understand why I'm feeling sad and how to solve it and how to deal with it. And I couldn't, like for all my life I couldn't find anything that even like remotely would minimize my thoughts of suicide or nihilism, or that like nothing really matters, and like that I don't really want to achieve anything. I need to drink some water, wait. Yeah, but that was until recently, actually. I don't know the chronology of the events that happened, but more time than not, I don't know if that makes sense, I've been encountering with trans community and biology of it, like the brain of it, and like how actually it is working, like the science behind it and whatever. And before I was a very big transphobic person and very homophobic, because I simply couldn't understand these things. But then I decided, you know what, I will delve into these things, like I will look like into stereotypes, I don't know, like some other fun stuff. And yeah, like the whole questioning or like encounter with it started with my music taste. One of my favorite music types, genres called being called trance music, as in transgender music. And I was like, what the fuck, this is so disrespectful, like this music is definitely so much deeper than this, like how dare you like call it like trance music. But then after like delving more into it, I've noticed that like the problems that I'm dealing with and like the realization that I felt and try to understand as well, like with dreams and like with dreamy state that I'm in, could be theoretically now described as gender dysphoria and like other like things that how my brain behaves and like these patterns of being is actually very, very similar to of those that trans women express and like go through. And you know what? I actually tried to challenge this thought, challenge this theory, and like to see, if this is so similar to the things I'm feeling and dealing with, why not try to be a trans woman and try to like, you know, transition. And I joke you not, I think these like I found a place where I can be alone with myself for 3 consecutive days in a row. I decided for those 3 days to act and dress and like, I don't know, do stuff that a girl would do, or like a woman would do, or like women would talk to and act and whatever. And I joke you not, I have never felt for 3 consecutive days that I'm not feeling sad at all. And I've been lonely like these days because I was alone. So this is also like a proof that loneliness does not really bring sadness to me, but something deeper. And this something deeper could well be gender dysphoria and other things added layers to it. So yeah, and right now, after like successfully feeling happy for 3 consecutive days, I'm not feeling suicidal for 3 consecutive days. I tried to challenge this thought further because like the hypothesis is that I'm actually in brain a woman, and actually like I've never before wanted to fight for a living, to fight to continue living, because like I really didn't care like when I die and if I die, which is still I don't really care if I die like right now in the car crash. Let's not jinx it, but like honestly, like it would not trouble me, like I would not have any like what's the word, like I would not feel sad about not achieving something in my life before, because I simply don't have these goals. But yeah, throughout this 1 full month and some days, or maybe it's exactly 1 month, no, it's even less than 1 month, it's like almost 1 month. I think like, because with this friend that I'm very connected with right here right now, I am expressing myself as a girl, and he's also treating me as a girl, and I'm feeling so valued, so seen, and I don't know, so at place, and I don't feel that much sadness. Like today is a different day, and this is also why I'm recording this video for now, is because actually right now is the first day in this whole month. Well, actually no, that's a lie. I have been also sad, but it's about different things and it's about external factors. But like internally, this is the first day that I've been actually depressed again. But still I'm not really suicidal. Like still I like feel like I'm willing to fight for achieving something, like to see this theory through, and like I'm very excited in a sense. Okay, now I'm out of time. Which this video is coming to an end, but like just to summarize or to finish off, I'll probably like keep you updated or not. I don't know. Maybe it's only like one time video that I will upload. But yeah, like I want to really see if I'm actually like a girl and I can be a trans girl. I can transition successfully. I'm still very, very, very afraid of my parents. How would they react? Because they're also very transphobic and homophobic, and my friends in Latvia are the same. Because my whole environment was like basically like this, and because like I was like that, I attracted people like that. But now in the place where I can be more free, with no prior like, but people like here don't know who I was before. I feel like I can challenge these thoughts like more freely and to see them through, and that's what basically I will do in this near future. And I really want to see if I will want to live actually, and will want to achieve something in life. Because the main also like problem with me to want to live is to find a reason to live, because I don't really want anything to achieve. That nothing really like interests me. Like obviously there are some things that intrigue me, and in the moment, and like I want to see them through. Or like in games, for example, like it's very momentary, so it's very like easy to get attached to and even addicted sometimes. In the sense that like you want to like succeed or like achieve something, but long term there's not a thing, not such thing, you know. There's not a goal I really want to achieve. There's not a lifestyle I want to go for, because the lifestyle I have is the lifestyle I would go for if I wouldn't have. And but even like with these like small like things that doesn't satisfy me, which are really small, is not enough for me to challenge myself into something, to achieve something more. Therefore, yeah, it's very hard for me to envision myself striving for something or building a future with somebody. Hence that I broke up with my girlfriend, or it's more honest to say that she broke up with me because she couldn't handle me being this nihilistic, let's say, and not goal-oriented. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how things proceed from here, and if I can even do something. And yeah, maybe my brain will start actually working, and in a way that it's supposed to work. Like it's supposed to work for other people, like achieving something and striving for something. But that's basically about it. Again, 631, and till next time.